Welcome to day 11 of your astrological advent calendar. I'm Lindsay, and today we're talking about what's going on in the sky. There's a big move. Mercury is moving finally back into Sagittarius again. It's been in a retrograde and then it stationed direct, and now it's going forward. December 11th or 12th, 2025, entering to zero Sagittarius, but it's still retracing its steps. So it's not going to be out of its shadow, is what it's called, until it gets to 6 degrees, which I think is the 16th or 17th. It's moving pretty quickly as it starts getting ramping up. After it reaches 6 degrees, it'll be in new territory. Fresh snow. That'll make sense in a minute. So the planet of Mercury describes how we take in information, how we communicate, how we process, how we express it. It's how we share information to each other, and it rules our perception, our conversations, the way we connect, any way we connect to another person to give information. So what's this Mercury in Sagittarius and the detriment? Basically, Sagittarius just makes everything so much bigger. It's a very broad landscape. It's philosophy, it's higher religion, it's higher thinking, higher education. It represents all that stuff, but also experiencing the unknown. And that's a lot of information to take in. You need a big, broad perspective in order to take it in. That's why Jupiter rules Sagittarius, because it's so big and it can take all that in and see a big picture. And Mercury wants to sort all the details. Actually, I feel like planets in detriment are really the most interesting because it puts them out of their comfort zone, so they have to do their thing in a different way. So this could result in a thinking style that's more patterns within a bigger picture, right? You see what I mean there? Instead of perfection inside of a small space, it's like, okay, we can sort of start organizing this bigger thing that's a huge idea, like philosophy, like spirituality and those kinds of concepts. Mercury comes in there and it helps kind of organize it a little bit. Story time today. I just found those when I got my stuff out for Christmas. It's Jingle Bells. In 1857, this guy named James Pierpont wrote the song. Before he wrote it, though, he had the craziest life. He was all over the place. He was born in 1822. He was on whaling ships. As a teenager, he left home and went to sea. He followed the westward expansion to the gold rush in 1849. That was a bust. He opened a photography studio in San Francisco, but it burned down. And then he had to move back to Savannah, Georgia, back east. And that's where he became a musicianist, an organist, and that's when he wrote this song. So he grew up, though, in Massachusetts. They were famous there for one-horse open sleigh drag races in the streets packed with snow. The sleigh runners make very little sound, and so the horses had to wear bells on their harnesses so people could hear them and avoid getting into crashes with other people doing the drag races. Well, the lyrics match this world of fast horses and cold air and noisy winter competition. It's exciting. This is Mercury in Sagittarius land, right? What's funny about it is that there are a bunch of lyrics and verses that people don't know. He's got one about a young man who convinces a girl named Miss Fanny Bright to join him on the sleigh. It's very flirty. And then the horse in the story is called Lean and Lank, which sets up the humor that follows because there's at high speed, they hit a snowdrift and it gets stuck, and the sleigh gets upset, so it flips over basically into the snow. The last verses offer direct advice for sleigh racing, so there's a little bit of information in there that's useful, including go it while you're young, and instructions to get a fast-tailed bay and crack, you'll take the lead. So that's the advice of Mr. Pierpont in here. So it's very playful, slightly risque, full of physical comedy. It's winter races. It has nothing to do with Christmas or church or anything religious, but it's about having fun, going fast, and enjoying life at high speed. In the 1940s, the recordings by Bing Crosby and the Andrews Sisters raised it up to a holiday standard. And what was inspiring to me was this little video that I watched of Danny Kaye and Nat King Cole singing the song Jingle Bells, and they are looking like they're having so much fun.
I think we ought to take a little sleigh ride together. Which way you want to go? This way.
It's just so joyful and playful, and so I just play a little bit of that for you here.
I love to sashay in that one-horse sleigh and jingle, 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 jingle all the way.
So here's where it gets even more fun. In 1965, December 16th actually, during the Gemini 6 mission, astronauts Wally Schirra and Tom Stafford carried a tiny harmonica and a small sleigh onto their spacecraft. They radioed mission control with a playful report of an identified object moving across the sky. After that build-up, they played Jingle Bells on the harmonica. And that made Jingle Bells the first song played with instruments in space. That's crazy, right?
That was 5, 7, not 6. You're too much, 6.
Let's go, dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh or a spaceship. Either one. Either one will do. Crystal Advent Calendar. Let's see what we have today. I just look forward to this so much. Lucky number 11. Oh, how interesting. Well, look at that. Yesterday we had the raw clear quartz, and today we have the polished clear quartz. Wow, they planned that very well for my for my story about Scrooge being all craggy and rocky to something being smooth like a little snowball for Jingle Bells. I'm just enjoying that synchronicity a lot here. Clear quartz, amplification, clarity, cleansing, boosts other stones, energy, great for all uses. Look at that. Okay. Here's Scrooge, and here's Jingle Bells. The speed, the happiness, the joy, and this needing a lot of work. This holiday season, I think, has been unique and beautiful. It's been especially for me so because of this, every day to have the connection with you has been really special. So lots of gratitude. Thank you. Okay. That's it. I like you just the way you are. I will talk to you tomorrow for day 12 and see what happens on 12/12. That should be interesting. Okay, I'll talk to you tomorrow.